Hey everyone. I wish I could make a 15-minute video breaking down this latest episode, but sadly I just don't have that sort of time at the moment, so I wanted to make this quick video with a few dot points. So I started off thinking that Leighton is struggling to wake up from his coma and his dreams are a visual representation of that struggle. The characters in the dream world keep talking about it being the land of the dead, and it got me thinking, how much cooler could this episode have been if the dream was populated only by dead characters? Suzanne, Aldivan, the Folgers, Kevin, Icy Bob, Dr. Headwood, Strongboy, Melanie. Now, before someone says it, yes, I know that getting actors to come back after they've been written out of the show is a logistical nightmare, but a guy can dream. And even if you believe that Melanie is alive, Leighton believes she's dead, so her being in the dream would still make sense. Anyway, I changed my mind about the dream towards the end of the episode when I realized it's not actually about Leighton's struggle to wake up, it's about his fear of letting everyone down. And of course, it's revealed that Leighton's dream of the dragon's blood tree was inspired by a calendar in Usher's hideout, so I guess that's that. Leighton didn't really have a vision of the future, it was just a cold-induced hallucination. Part of me was thinking they might go back on it later and reveal that it actually was a vision, but after further consideration, I don't think that'd be a good idea from a writing standpoint. I wasn't a big fan of the Marauders coming to Usher's base. The idea that people can just be going out on raids in the cold just seems really dumb to me. The world outside the train is supposed to be totally deadly, something the Frozen 7 demonstrated so well in the movie. The existence of the Marauders cheapens the cold, in my opinion. Also during the dream, Leighton comes face to face with adult Liana at the very back of the train, surrounded by piles of bones. Leighton makes a comment about how the power's in the tail, it's upside down. Liana responds by saying, "There's no up, no down, the train is cyclical, it's a cruel loop," evoking the Ouroboros imagery. Now to me, this meeting represents two things. One, in the long run, Leighton's revolution won't actually change anything. Humanity will regress back to the oppressive class system that they started with, only this time it'll be the tail that's running things. I think that Leighton and Wilford are allies in this dream world because Leighton worries that deep down they're not that different. And two, humanity is going to be stuck on the train for a long time. Adult Liana is played by Candace McClure, who is currently 41 years old. So if we assume that this future version of Liana is similar in age, that means that humanity is still on Snowpiercer 41 years down the track. No pun intended. I should also talk about Wilford and Alex's conversation at the end. Wilford mentions a track switch signal near Marseille and ends up concluding that Melanie is still alive. And look, I don't think she is alive, but we know my track record with predictions. I will say this though, the writers have some explaining to do if Melanie has managed to get from the Rocky Mountains to Marseille on foot. And if she got there some other way, how? And one last thing, I love seeing the teacher in that gunfight. Nice little movie reference in there. On the whole, I quite enjoyed this episode. Despite being a little out there, it had some really grim moments, and I think the show needs more of those. Well, that's all I've got for you today, lovely passengers. See you next time.